Support the purge, an American tradition. As American as apple pie! Introduce yourself then, why don't you, cowboy? There's no one up there though. We're looking for some of these scare zones, man, because this is where like, all the interactive activity happens where you can actually film, so. As you can see, you can't really see much out of it, but that's just real. Oh, what's this? We got here the mummy. The mummy. Oh, man! I'm sorry. Oh my God! This guy! It's so fires! It's so fucking Oh shit! Oh my God! Dude! What just happened here? Oh my God! Dude! Oh my God, I lost my people! I lost my people!
I wanted to take a minute to address something that, you know, a couple of people were asking me about yesterday. You know, there were a couple of people, not many, but a couple, asking me why we are keeping my brother from seeing Grandpa in the hospital. And that is a total fabrication, you guys. Apparently he posted on Facebook that we're keeping him from Dad and where he's not allowed to pay his respects because we're not letting him at the hospital. It's a total lie, you guys. More like playing the victim so you guys will feel sorry for him. Guys, about a week ago, something happened to his YouTube channel. He like uploaded illicit materials, or I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I got way too much going on. And apparently it got terminated. And, you know, he started blaming that on us. Oh yeah, look what they did to me now. Yeah, they can't leave me alone. We had absolutely nothing to do with that. We're a lot busier worrying about our father than worrying about your YouTube account. I don't care about your YouTube account. I don't care that it's gone. Good. I don't care. That's not my problem. I don't care. I'm more worried about him than you. However, I let a cooler head prevail. When Dad was unconscious in the hospital, I reached out to two people. One was Kim, first. Obviously, I called Kim and I was like, hey, they're telling me to come to the hospital because I'm Dad's power of attorney. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't look good. She took the first flight to Charleston. The next day, she missed Halloween with her daughters because she knew what was important. She knew that was more important. The second person that I reached out to was him. Not directly. I don't want him to have my phone number because when he has it, he abuses the privilege and he calls me drunk and he cusses me out and he text messages me garbage, blaming me for his problems like I gave him the beer to begin with. And I'm 30 years old. I don't have to deal with that, okay? I shouldn't be forced to answer text messages from somebody who wants to, like, be belligerent to me just because they're my brother. I don't deserve that. So I didn't reach out directly. I reached out through a third party and I said, hey, your dad's in the hospital. Things aren't looking good. You know what he does? About 2 hours later, after I get confirmation that he got the message, he starts posting that, oh, I just want to get in touch with my dad so he can help straighten out this YouTube thing. I want my dad to fix my YouTube problem. It's on his Facebook. Go read it. Why is your Facebook more important than your dad's life? How are you going to reach out to him? He's hooked up to a ventilator. He can't breathe. You're worried about your YouTube channel when he's fighting for his life. And that's the problem. I'm not too sure that he's not going to show up at the hospital and film his father in the ICU for views. That's the kind of person we're dealing with. You know what else he does? The next night, when Kim is here and we're sitting in the hospital room with our dad, watching him sleep, worrying if he's gonna wake up the next morning, he was at Halloween Horror Nights, running around screaming, having a good time partying. I'm sorry, dude. I don't feel like partying when my dad is fighting for his life in the hospital. Sorry, that's just me. Hey, you're a different person. You're a different breed of human being. You don't care about anybody but yourself. And you're wondering why we don't talk to you? It's because of that. You've always been selfish. You're a sycophant. You look for, like, horrible situations that you can use to advance yourself, and it's sick. I'm disgusted with it. I don't want anything to do with it. Does your dad want you at the hospital? Absolutely not. When he still had consciousness, you guys, he straight up told me that not only does he not want my brother at the hospital, but he doesn't even want him at his funeral. And do you know how much hurt he has to feel to say that about his own son, that he doesn't want him at his funeral? But I can't blame him. Can you blame him? He said he was a child molester. He said that he was giving prescription drugs to my nephews, and DSS prompted investigations because of that. He said he was going to shit on my dad's grave when he died. Do you know how that made him feel? And you think after all of that stuff that you pulled and gave him stress, you're part of the reason he's in there. And you think you have the right to see him? You don't. But did I extend the olive branch? Absolutely. Did you bite the hand when I did it? Absolutely. I want nothing to do with you. You're wondering why you can't see your dad? It's because of yourself. Deal with it.
I flat out asked him. I straight up asked that. I didn't want to because I don't want to aggravate him with drama, but I flat out asked him because it's his choice. I said, do you want this certain person here? And his exact words were, hell no. I'm sick. I don't want him here.
You went to prison because you broke into somebody's house. You can't vote because you went to prison. You can't see your daughter because you don't pay your child support. And you can't see your dad because you verbally abused him, said he didn't matter, said you were going to laugh at his grave, said you were going to crap at it, you were going to dance at it, and your life will be better when he's gone. Well, I'm sorry that you're learning right now that things you say have consequences. Life doesn't work that you can say whatever you want about your father, that you can make him feel like he's less of a person, and then when things are going bad, like, oh yeah, that didn't happen. I'm sorry, Dad doesn't want to see you. We asked him. We said, do you want to see him? And he said no.
And it's not your fault.
It's not my fault. If you want to try for yourself, show up. I'm not going to pay for your way down here. I don't care about you. You burned your bridge with me. You're not going to stay in my pool house again? What? You punched my girlfriend in the face the last time you stayed in. Did you forget about that? You can't stay at the other person's house because you can't stay at the other house you were staying in because you had sex with the guy's wife and you got thrown out. So there's reasons you can't stay somewhere. There's reasons why you're homeless right now. It's not my fault. It's your fault. And maybe when you realize that is when your life could finally start to change. Because until you blame everybody else for all your problems, you're never going to be a man.
All right, everybody, what's going on? Charlie again here. Yep, as you can see, there's a lot of drama that's been going on, man. Damn, Dad is sick in the hospital and you might not make it, man. I'm sorry, Dad. I love you so much, man. I really don't know what to say. I've tried everything I could to get down there, and it seems like apparently I'm a security risk. I'm a security threat. My picture has been put up, you know, for the doctors and everybody to see, and I'm not allowed in the room. So, unfortunately, I can't go see Dad. It's over. Really don't know what else to say, man. Things, well, you know, my life has just been so messed up, man. I've done a lot of things wrong, man, you know, and I apologize for it. And I tried, you know, I tried yesterday to reach out, man. Now it's too late, you know. Every bridge, you know, the last 3 places I've been at, I've burned the bridges. The fact of the matter is, man, that the damn addresses have been leaked out, you know what I mean? People would not stop, won't leave me alone, and we're leaking out addresses and stuff, so I've got to leak. I'm not going to go ahead and go into all that.
Okay, I came back real quick to let everybody know something. Even as bad as I dislike what Charlie has done, Briggs Corner has offered for him to pay his way back home so he can say goodbye to his father.
All right, everybody, made it back home, man. Back here where I need to be, but unfortunately, I talked with Dad about an hour and a half ago, and he's talking, but you know, he doesn't want to see me. So there's not much I can do about it, man. He told me that, you know, he loves me and that he wants me to just live my life. You see, I took off the damn sobriety chip. And I'm doing it for you, Dad. I don't care what anybody else says, man. I just gotta, like you say, live my life and just be happy and comfortable with the fact that I know that you love me and that I love you too, Dad. So I'm gonna leave it here.
I'm not trying to fight. I came in here just to Holy nigga, you were swinging! We got
You jumped on my car. What do you expect?
I gave you a free shot. See that? Yeah, see? You begged me to come. I'm from Pittsburgh.
I mean, what do you expect when somebody jumps into your car?
I'm from Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Hey, look
What you do?
Oh, bunch of look at you recording.
Oh, yes.
10 hours.
Call the cops.
All this dumbass shit. You
Call the
got a grown ass man right here, a fucking father. You know what I'm saying? They playing these stupid ass little YouTube internet games, acting like some kind of hard ass. He's a fucking husband and a fucking father trying to play some kind of damn G game.
Where's your daughter?
Yeah, he's the husband and father that raped his daughter.
You know that shit?
I'm talking about my
She called
daughter.
another man daddy because you're a bitch.
You hear that shit?
That's what the fuck she doing.
Boy, he touched me. He just touched me. I'm getting you for harassment. I'm gonna touch me.
You dented my car. Bruh, you dented my car.
Y'all can't walk back there.
He's walking back.
I'll call the cops then.
You don't call the
I'll
cops.
call the cops right now,
You
bro.
don't call the cops.
Hey, y'all about to get yourself
Huh?
in trouble.
Just
Seriously.
calm down.
Hey, y'all get out of the building. They
All
ain't got
that
nothing
shit
to
you
do.
talked. And you call the cops.
Guess Mob, what up? So this is the aftermath. Charlie took off running somewhere and called the cops. So we're waiting on the cops right now. He begged me to come. He said the minute I'd step out the car, he's beating my ass.
In my car. Dented the shit out
As soon as we pull up, he starts swinging through the window and he completely missed. He completely missed and he hits Chris's car door and he dents Chris's car door. How do you miss the person that's sitting right there?
Today was a sad day, but it also was a triumph. For some of you who think that AGP's gone, he's not. So stop leaving stupid ass comments that he's gone, because he's not. His family needs prayers and respect right now. And regardless of how we feel about what's happened in the past, it's the past. Let it go. We all have. I don't give a shit if I can't stand what they've said and done to me, or vice versa. It's not about us. It's about rising above all the bullshit. And that's what everybody did except for one person. The one son of a bitch that caused majority of the problems going on within this circle. I'm not talking about in life. I'm talking about within this circle in the last year. I am just glad that I had the opportunity to say how sorry I was to his face. Not on the phone. I went to sleep after I got home. I have honestly said that today I actually can take back all the bad and ill feelings that I felt at one point in time. But at the same time, y'all please just keep praying. I'm not going to go on. This is their journey. This is for them to tell you about, but I'm going to let you know my part of it. And my part of it is this. I'm just really glad in my heart of hearts that I got to do something and see a smile on his face. But to see this, you could just see the sadness in his eyes, where it takes a lot for a father or a mother or anybody to say they don't want to see their son, daughter, siblings. So I thank you. I thank the whole entire family for letting me make things right. Because it was something that they didn't have to do, but they did. So that goes to show you there is some genuine empathy in their hearts to know that me and him are totally different from any one of you guys. Yes, you guys have been with this family for years, but I've been right there. For the last 6 years, I've been right there. And it took a lot, and it's really big of them to do that. But it took a lot for me to give in too. And all I want to do is say thank you.
Life is about patching things up.
Yeah.
If you're able to. If you're able to patch things up, try it, you guys, because life's too short to live with bitterness. And I'm not talking about, blood, because that ship has sailed. But there are other people who we've had things with that, life's too short to fight through. Seriously, it's too short. And you know, people have the right to see their friends, even if I don't like those people myself. So guys, seriously, it's been a great day. I really enjoyed almost every part of it.
I know, I loved it so much. I can't wait to talk to him tomorrow.
I know, I'm really hoping he's just as talkative tomorrow. He was holding her hand, and he looked at her and he said, "You'd actually marry," the way he said it, "You'd actually marry an old man like me?" And Lauren was like, "What'd you say?"
Oh, I said, "What?"
Yeah.
And he said, "I'm asking you, will you marry me?" And I said, "Yes." Oh.
Guys, it was a really moving moment. It was like, Dad all this time has had fear that Lauren wants to leave. He's like, "Listen, I'm old. You know, I don't want to ruin her life." And we all talked. It was like, that's not happening. I'm not going anywhere. You know, I'm here for you. I'm staying with you. And he looked at her and he was like, "You'd actually marry an old man like me?" And she said, "I would." And Dad said, "Well, I'm asking."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It was such a cool moment, dude.
It was.
We all started crying,
Yes.
this whole thing. So guys, that's the news. Grandpa got engaged. What?
Congrats!
And then he looked at you and said,
Yeah, he looked at me and was like, I got engaged before you. I'm like, you know what? So that's when
I really appreciated that.
that's when I looked Bridget in the eyes. And I was like, "Bridget, will you go downstairs and get me a soda? I'm thirsty." Guys, it was a whole thing. It was great.
And so I did.
She did, and then I took a ring out of my pocket and I ate it. It was an onion ring. Anyway, guys, this is a whole thing. This is getting out of control. My finger hurts. Guys, he asked a question. She said, "Yeah." It was cool. This has been one of those good days.